Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays RimWorld. This is a bit of a bummer, but I recorded 2 episodes and then went to upload them and realized that the screen regions were totally fucked up. So I'm back at the save where I started, the save that you guys saw in the last episode. I'm bummed out because we made a lot of improvements, but you know what? We learned a lot in those episodes, or I learned a lot in those episodes. The screen region really only showed, if you follow my mouse pointer, about that much of the screen. So you're really missing out on like a lot of the game. So I'm not going to upload those episodes. Instead, we'll just go to like alternate history back to where we are right now. And I'm going to show you what I learned. The first thing that I'm going to do is go to our the assign tab. I learned how to make people no longer have tattered clothes. And especially early in the summer or midsummer, it seems like this is okay. So we're just going to go to manage outfits and we're going to create a new outfit and we're going to call this Young Metro. And then we're just going to say, never wear anything that's below 50% hit points. And that way you should never have the tattered clothing debuff. So all of our colonists now, as we assign this, clear the forced units, or the forced food, and by food I mean clothing, and then get them all to put on Young Metro. So now they'll be naked a little bit, but I think that's okay. I also wanted to cancel this parka. People told me not to build parkas, and instead, and by build, you know what I mean, instead focus on dusters and cowboy hats, and then toques for the winter. So we're going to make dusters. We're going to make 5 of them right now, and in the other episodes that are lost to the ether, I did have Dan become like a #1 tailor. Like his #1 job was tailoring. We might not do that until everybody gets healed, but at least now we have that set up. Also, we have cloth that will be available pretty soon. We actually maybe even have some cloth already set up here. I reorganized my resources here as well. Where is cloth? Cloth is here. Hold up. Buffalo leather in the heart of America. I don't remember which one of these is cloth because they all look so similar. But either way, we need cloth to make medicine. So even though this is extremely ugly and inefficient, I know that this will work for us because I did it in the other episode that, again, is lost to the sands of time. So we'll set up a really quick stockpile here, and then we're going to disallow everything, like so, especially corpses. And then we're going to allow only the ingredients that are necessary in order to make medicine. So in particular, we're going to say manufactured resources, cloth, which I can't remember. There it is. So you're going to allow cloth, and you're going to allow neutroamine, which I guess is in medis. There we go, neutroamine. You're going to allow that, and then we could allow herbal medicine, but whoever makes the medicine could just come down here and grab it anyway. It's close enough. This is really going to amp up the efficiency of our colony, and we're going to make this of critical importance. And then the last thing is we're going to go and we're going to make another stockpile zone so that stone cutting is a little easier. And we're just going to make this like a 10 by 10, and then we're going to, again, make it so it doesn't hold anything. Oop, there we go. And then we're going to make it so it only holds stone chunks. Not slag chunks, although that might be fine. Just stone chunks. There we go. And then a hauler should prioritize moving this stone over here, and then this stone will then be much easier to stone cut as opposed to having to walk out through this area over here and blah, blah, blah. So these are the minor changes that I'm going to make for now. That actually might end up being real major. Real save 040, optimized. Hopefully we'll just remember. Okay. Now, everybody should be undrafted. Dan's obviously, he's in a bad state to begin with. We also need to fix our weapons, because we're using sniper rifles at close range, which is a bad idea. But Mathis is going to eat. Why don't we have Kevin rescue Callisti, and everybody else should go to the hospital. I also had, I had some bad things get set up. It wasn't all just improvements in the episodes that are gone forever. Rare thrombos. We also had a fire right here. Like, this conduit exploded, and then our geothermal vent burned down. So I had to rebuild this room and then get the geothermal vent reset up again. It took forever. Hopefully, that won't happen again. I did also learn how to actually make beer. Once the hops gets harvested, which should happen soon, we're going to... Actually, we might as well just build them right now. We're going to build, like, 2 fermenting barrels. And then we're going to make a bill to make warts. And then we're just going to make, like... I think... How much? I think they hold 25 wart each? I can't remember. We'll see when they're actually completed, but... we make some wart, we put the wart in the barrels, then the wart becomes beer. After it ferments for a certain amount of time. And this is a fine temperature to have it ferment at. This is not built yet, so let's quickly get that set up. Let me look at my stone, which is here. And we're going to make it out of limestone. Starvation. Dan and Khaleesi are starving. So we're going to go structure, limestone, build a wall right here, because this is presently not enclosed. And... Khaleesi is starving. That's fine. She also needs, she's been incapacitated, right? She needs a peg leg, if I remember correctly. Yeah, her left leg has been shot off, so we're gonna go add bill, harvest, or, not harvest. Install peg leg on her left leg. Dope. So hopefully Mathis does that, but he should feed her first. Minor break risk on NL. That's fine. We'll get treated. Hopefully this will get sorted. Minor break risk, tattered apparel. But notice, tattered apparel is only affecting one person because we've started taking off clothes here. Mind you, we are going to have some amorphous blobs walking around in the nude, but I guess that's okay for now. We also need to get rid of this, and we need to install maybe plasteel turrets, and we need to work on our kill boxes, etc., etc. But before we do all of that, we need to, you know, get our lives set up properly here. I also, yeah, so Kevin, I forgot to give him a joy period. I also need to check and see, is Kevin the one that I mistakenly did not realize was a night owl? He is, so we're going to actually completely invert his schedule, or change it at least. Like that, and like so. Okay, and I'm going to save again, real save 041, further optimization. Okay. Now, it is a fool's gamble to think that you will ever be 100% safe in RimWorld, but this is actually, like, a pretty good situation. We've done everything we can to minimize the risk of what's happening here as well. We got a mad animal, multiple mad animals, but because they're muffalos, they should get destroyed by our gun turrets. They may break a gun turret. In fact, I'm scared enough that I think, like, Mathis, get drafted, son. NL, you're sleeping. Kevin, you're not sleeping. Get drafted, son. I might advise you to not take that path. It might work, though. Oh, they're gonna kind of run? This might be fine, actually. You know what? You guys are good. You're undrafted. Go about your day. One's dead. One's wounded. It's not like we're losing power or anything right now, so I really wish the turrets would just shoot at incapacitated animals. Khaleesi is down. She should go grab her old gun. And we're probably going to want to refactor our work priorities soon, because we do have an issue with hauling. We got a lot of shit, basically, that's just standing around. Now, our number one hauler is Khaleesi. She should do that before she does anything else, but she's got a lot on her plate. She's got to haul all this slag. She's got to haul all this food inside. She's got to eat, obviously. Dan is no longer freaking out, which is awesome. I don't even recognize him without his clothing on. Now he's just wearing a Barney Rubble outfit there. Basically, Khaleesi's got a job ahead of her, I guess is what I'm getting at. And we also don't have anybody really cleaning right now. And that's something that I think I need to work on. I need to figure out how to clean more effectively without resorting to micromanagement. But the problem is, when you make cleaning extremely high priority, like a 1, for example, there's not much point in us making wart and then storing it in here, which is what we just did, when it spoils in 4 days. So somebody should really prioritize building that. And it could be Khaleesi, but hauling is also extremely important. And she's hauling neutro-amine, which is what we need her to do right now. She's got to haul the neutro-amine. She's got to haul cloth. What's stockpile? That's 3. She's got to haul this slag, and then she's got to haul all of these stone chunks, of which there are, 10,000, over here into the stockpile zone, so that whoever starts to stone cut will do a better job. This is a conduit that exploded, and I mean, it doesn't need to be replaced immediately, but we should replace it regardless. And let's get all this slag hauled out of the way as well. So Kevin is he's asleep for now, and he's gonna be pissed because he's a night owl, but it might take some time to reverse his schedule. We need to make a double bed for them as well, but Kevin is our primary constructor, if I remember correctly. Well, Mathis is really good at it too, actually, but growing is important. I also feel like with our colony going so well, we should focus on cooking a little bit more, just so we have the meals stored. So I think for now we'll go up to 40 meals, and we might change it to 50 later, but it's very fast for us to make 40 meals. And if we can just stay at 40, as long as our freezer holds, that seems better for me. Alright, so NL, minor break risk. Insulted? I've been directly insulted. Who insulted you? Who hurt you? I don't know. His comfort level is very low, though. Dan is cleaning. Wait, this is great. Do I still have his cleaning at a 1? I do. I know I just said that was a problem, and I do still think that it is. But this place does need to get cleaned so that we get rid of the ugly environment debuff, so I guess I'll accept it. Sure, Kevin, cook some meals. Doesn't bother me. But after you cook some meals, I think I need you to build the fermenting barrel. We have 40 meals. You're going to make wort. And someone needs to haul all this fucking food inside. Okay, Kevin is making wort. Before you do that, build a fermenting barrel at least so I can get a little bit more of a feel for how... Oh, I hate that all of our wood is located out here. We definitely need to clean all that blood as well, but... Thanks for taking 17 wood back. Is that all you can hold? Like maybe your hand's been shot up or something? No injuries. Like the only colonist that has no injuries. Also the only player that got robbed and kept all his jewelry. Okay, Dan, what are you doing? Eating some insect jelly. That's a high priority meal. No wonder you're eating without a table. You know what? I'm starting to think that our one priority... I'm assuming that this is cooking, by the way, to put wort into a fermenting barrel. But maybe it's okay. We've got tube televisions. I think we should get multi-analyzer. That was what I was working on. And the reasoning for that is that's a research requirement for a lot of stuff. Build complete, make wart, minor break risk on NL. Somebody's got to put this wart inside of the fermenter. Let's see what Kevin chooses to do. Cooking simple meal. What if instead you'll never... Oh, Kevin doesn't haul. We need a hauler to do it. Okay, that's fine. Callisti should do it then, and we'll see if we need to change anything. Just prioritize a couple of things here, like get you to build this limestone wall. I think there's no shame in prioritizing some things that we need to do. And nobody has a minor break risk right now. I'm just going to take this time to save just because I'm, you know, anxious. Let's say real save 042 calm. Kazm. And the next one may well be real save 043 storm. But for now, this is good. Callisti, what's your first job today? Filling fermenting barrel. This is good. I want to see how this process looks and whether or not it's going to be sustainable. We need this beer for joy, even though it does carry a risk as well. These oak trees. It's like the best laid plans of mice and men. Contains 25 out of 25 wort. Okay, so we actually have exactly enough to make like one more fermenting barrel. Actually, is Kevin awake? No, Kevin's not awake. So I'm gonna have Callisti build this final one. And then she should haul the wort into it. And then we should store beer in the freezer once it actually gets created, even though you shouldn't do that in real life, because if you do that, your beer will explode. Cargo pods, that's good news. So far, so good on this episode in general, actually. We got a little slag and a little stone, both pretty good. So after Dan finishes cleaning, a job that may never be complete, what is he going to do? Cleaning gets done, he goes back up here. He will mine. I think we should lower his mining priority and lower plant cutting and actually have him focus on well, we're not really doing anything with smithing. But smithing is an easy job because we only have disassembled mechanoids. So sure, I think keep smithing at a 2 and then tailor. And I want him to exclusively make dusters until we have 5 of them because we need clothes. Some of our units are naked. So here's the way I want this to work. Dan's gonna finish cleaning. It's a big job, don't get me wrong. But then, when he's done cleaning, he's gonna disassemble some mechanoids. When the mechanoids are done being disassembled, which is what he's doing right now, meaning we have a clean colony. Then he's going to make, dusters until something needs to be cleaned. And the real problem here is that he's going to, like, make a duster, and then something's going to create filth, and then he's going to, you know, leave and start making another duster. You get the idea. Minor break risk on Callisti. Ugly environment wants to sleep with Mathis? I thought that was a Dan Giesling. Wait, or is Dan and Kevin are lovers? Not that there's anything wrong with this. This stockpile should probably be closer, because it's a long job to haul this trash out here. Suppose the other thing we could do is just set up another stockpile that's for dumping. I mean, it's still pretty far away. And just say this one only allows corpses. Well, it only allows, like, animal corpses and mechanoid corpses. Maybe not even animal corpses, just mechanoid corpses and steel slag. So the slag will come here, and then... But actually, Callisti, after you eat this simple meal, I kind of want you to put the food in the freezer. Like, we got bigger problems here. I also feel like we need way more fermenting barrels and a much higher amount of wort produced in order to take advantage of the 620 hops that we have right now. Kevin, what are you doing? Smoothing floor. This is good. This is a low priority thing that I'm happy is getting done. I want to look at raw resources. We have no wood. Where is that? Raw resources. We have no wood. That's something that needs to be worked on. What's Callisti doing? Callisti wants her hand back. She's sleeping. It's 4 p.m. Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. But I noticed. Kevin is the night owl. Callisti's not the night owl. Totally my bad. So Kevin is gonna look like that. The joy period like that. And then Callisti is gonna look like this. We've got like a 50-50 split in our colony now between night owls and day owls. And again, this might take a couple of days to get worked out. That's fine. What's another priority we need? Well, somebody, Dan and Kevin are both displeased because they're not sleeping with each other. So I think we should, like, disassemble this bed. Or at least, like, I don't know, reinstall it in our stockpile so we can use it for a prison later. And then make a double bed. And we'll make it out of... I mean, I guess we'll make it out of wood, even though we don't have the materials. Just put it here for now. I don't know, maybe we could just build the double bed and then they would automatically get it, but we might need to manually assign them. I'm not totally sure. So Dan starts his day, he does some cleaning. Disturbed sleep, we've been told not to worry about. After he's done cleaning, which is going to take some time, he'll disassemble a mechanoid. Ooh, a wanderer's joined our colony. A villager named Howe has arrived and cannot enter the colony. Okay. Howe, do you mine? Okay, welcome. You are going to mine your way into our colony. Right here. Right here. So if I could just get you to come here and deconstruct. Oh, not assigned to construction. That's my mistake, Howe. I didn't mean to make you feel bad. We'll look at your stats here in a second, but first, deconstruct this wall. What is this, compact? Yeah, it is compact machinery. And we'll look at your traits in a second here. Then I want you to mine this granite. And we still need to build, like, a wall so that they can't get in here. We should probably work on that, like, ASAP. What are you doing? Digging at granite. Yeah, just go dig at the granite. Who cares? Don't hunt the turtle. This is like an ancient order I hadn't even realized that we still had active here. What are you doing? No, don't stargaze. You need to get inside of this colony. Okay, rest in a bed. In the hospital? No, you can take this bed. Why would you rest in the hospital? You're fine. Maybe not. You do have asthma, but okay, let's look at the stats. Good shooting. That's about it. Let's look at the restrictions tab. Give them some joy. If they need some night owl changes later, that's fine. Firefighting's always a 1. Patience always a 1. Doctor, pretty bad at it. Never do it. Bed rest is a 1. Flicking is a 1. Warden, no good at it. Handling, gonna give you a 4 because you're passionate. Cooking, real bad. Don't do it. Hunting, totally fine at a 3. Construction, I'm gonna give you a 4 just so I can assign you. Same thing here, same thing here. Growing. You're not bad at it, so I'm gonna give you a chance. Don't let me down. Mining, you're also fine at. Plant cutting, I like to have the ability to tell you to do it. Hauling and cleaning. You know what? How's your tailoring skill? Bad? Then you're gonna be on number 1 clean duty. And Dan is actually gonna start becoming a smith and a tailor. And hauling again is high priority here. Okay, I guess we'll save, and we'll say... Real save 043. How? That's awesome. So far, so good. That means our other colonists get a name. So Kevin, I'm just going to take the easy way out here. I'm going to name you Ruka. And don't make any jokes about Dan sleeping with my cat, okay? Just imagine it's a trendy name for a nice young lady and or gentleman. And then Cheyenne is going to be Tomo. Okay, Ruka, where are you going? Hauling wood to double bed. Well, it's good. We want the double bed to get produced. Colonist needs treatment. How needs treatment or he may die. Well, why don't you go sleep then? Okay, we've researched the multi-analyzer. So now we need to build one of those, but in the meantime, let's get to work on, making, I don't know, go juice or something like that. We're never gonna do it because we have bigger priorities. We still have to make medicine, but to make that medicine, we need this cloth to be harvested, which should happen soon. We also need to go to the Assign tab, and you need to only wear Young Metro. And you also need a ranged weapon. People have told me that the condition of the weapon is better than the quality of the weapon. For now, I'm going to give you a normal sniper rifle at 52%. That kind of seems like the best of both worlds. And just rest in there and hopefully someone will treat you. Are you a night owl? I guess we can't see right now. You are naked, which gives you a debuff. But we're hoping that these dusters come out soon. Like, Dan's already gotten to work here. He can whip out these dusters pretty quickly. What's he doing now? Consuming simple meal. Good. I just want you to eat and make dusters. That's your job from now on. Eating and making dusters. So Kevin, when he wakes up, needs to finish production here. Okay, so we do have cloth being created now. What's Tomo doing? Hauling slate to a stockpile. That's a good idea. We are going to need that slate, even though that's far away. I think that landed in a cargo pod or something. Now that we have cloth, the cloth is going to be put here. And I actually think that we should make medicine not forever, but just make medicine until you get, like, 30. And the idea here is that it'll be the same thing for medicine that it is for food. If we have 40 food, do other stuff. But every day, maybe we'll use, 10 meals. So cook 10 meals, make sure you're still at 40, and then also make some medicine. And we should be able to make medicine pretty quickly because all of the ingredients are in close proximity. But it's not a perfect solution. Tomo's going to be doing a lot of hauling here, but it's not a perfect solution by any stretch of the imagination. Because we have a lot of stuff in an area that is going to probably give us a debuff to some extent, like ugly environment or something. Double bed is taking forever, man. But we do need somebody to do the crafting here. So who has... I think in my other episode, or the ones that got lost to the ether, I actually had myself focus on making the medicine and cooking before doing the research, which is, it puts us long-term a little backwards, but short-term I think it's very useful. Now, Callisti was our primary hauler. I would really like her to get the food inside. Like, I feel like there's no reason to leave the food outside. Another wanderer has joined us. Mathis just got food poisoning. A villager named Fox has joined us. Let's look at their character stats. Great at research. Awkward nerd, AI researcher. We're gonna break tradition. If someone named Fox joins you, you have to give them the Malf name. It's just the only way it is. They're slowpoke, they're incapable of cleaning and hauling, which sucks. But they've got other good skills. Annoying voice, I didn't say it. The game said it, I didn't say it. So we'll go to the restrict tab and we'll say, put some joy here. And we'll go to the assign tab and we'll say, wear only young metro. And then we're going to go to our duster bill and we're going to say make 7 dusters. Because now we have 7 colonists, which is crazy. I know we've already had a mouth, but this is ridiculous. Like, the colony's growing too fast. I don't actually know if we have a place for everybody to live now. You should also have a weapon. Like, put on the stuff you need to put on, but... Okay, you're gonna be naked. It's probably better to wear armor. Like, to wear some armor than none, but... What did I want to give you? I want to give you... Well, let's see your stats. You got a 2 in shooting? I'll give you something. Like, it might make sense for you to have EMP grenades. It might make sense for you to have, you know, some kind of superior bow or something. Like, what's this at? Superior 35, poor 30, normal 74. Okay, I'll tell you what. For now, you got a great bow. She had a great bow! And your head was all the way up it. Okay, so Dan has finished a duster. I want to follow the saga of this duster. I believe he just put it on himself. Tomo's hauling corn. Tomo's in the kitchen with potatoes. Look at that. We're making medicine. Mouth is probably having a bad mood because he's naked. Seems fair to me. What's he grabbing down here? He's grabbing stone. I mean, that's... Sure, I get it. But what if you actually just created a marble wall right here so that we didn't expose ourselves completely to raids in the future? Mouth's doing some stone cutting. Dan's gonna chalk up a camel hair duster here. It doesn't take him that long to make it, man. Now, does everybody have a bed? This is all I ask right now. Well, let's do the math. I sleep here. Dan sleeps here. Tomo sleeps here. And Mathis sleeps here. That's Mathis, me, Dan, Tomo. Ruka sleeps here. Sorted. Then we just need Hao and Mouth. Hao sleeps here. I guess this is Mouth's bedroom. But you don't have to sleep in this bedroom, man. It is very spacious, but I don't think that's necessary. Here we go. Set owner. You know, this should be Kevin's bed. And Kevin is Ruka, right? Yeah. So we'll set Kevin's bed right here, which is Ruka. And then Mouth should sleep in this bed. And nobody should sleep in this bed, which is still called a bedroom, but should not be. Stone cutting. Why do you wake up and stone cut immediately? I guess because you woke up at a bad time. That's okay. Look, he's almost made another duster. We might be able to get over the nudity debuff shortly here. Now, you might say, my God, things are going so well. How do we get to this point where things are going so well? The thing is, it's only going so well for now. We're gonna have raids. We're gonna have, you know, some nasty things happen. It's just the way she goes. But for now, life's great. Even Malf is doing some research here, even though he just joined the colony. We're hungry, in a little pain, but otherwise feeling pretty solid. Look at how quickly we're making medicine here, though. You would not believe. In the videos that will not make it to YouTube because of the screen region, the efficiency was so fucked up here. It took like a day to make one medicine because they'd go over here, get neutral-amine, bring it back. Go over here, get cloth, bring it back. Go over here, get medicine, bring it up, and then do it. Just the fact that we have cloth and neutral-amine here cuts the time required by like 90%. It's beautiful. We're actually getting food inside. Not as much as I'd like. We have the devil's number of potatoes there to still get taken care of. I think Malf now should not feel like he's naked because he has a duster. Dan made a dope-ass camel hair duster, and now Malf's making another one. We should get his priorities set. He does not firefight. He's an okay doctor. I'm going to put him at a 3. Bed rest, always important. Flicking, always important. How is he as a warden? He's actually pretty good. Tomo doesn't need to be a warden anymore. He should be a 2. He's our second best at it. Okay, that's our timer, but we're gonna leave it for now. As a handler, 3 seems fine. Cooking. Hunting, not very good at it. Constructing, he's bad, but we'll give him a 4 just so we can have him do it in the future. Growing, he's passionate about it. He's our only other passionate grower, so I'm gonna give him a 3 for that. Research, he's great at. Crafting, he's great at. Tailoring, he's great at. In fact, he's so good at crafting and tailoring that he should definitely prioritize tailoring. Can he and Dan both work on this? Does he make art? He does not make art. Not really, anyway. Actually, his crafting skill's really good, sorry. Give him a 4 just so I can assign him to mining. I don't want to make him research because, you know what? We should have him research. Basically, Malf and Dan occupy exactly the same niche or niche right now, depending on your perspective, but Malf does things during the day and Dan does them at night. All I worry about, though, is that Dan might not be able to finish work that Malf started. So if he doesn't finish this duster overnight, I don't know what Malf does. Or I don't know what Dan does during the day, I should say. But I think, like, this episode was just strong progress forwards. Real save, 045, progress. I'm gonna knock out one more episode today so I can actually, you know, read comments and keep our backlog low. But for now, thanks for watching. New RimWorld episodes come out every day at 2 p.m. PST. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one so far. What's my plan for the next one? This wall's been constructed, thankfully. Might want to use some of our plasteel to make plasteel turrets. We have more than 12. Hold up. We have 112. Maybe can't quite make a turret, but if we disassemble some more mechanoids, which do not exist, we could. Anyway, disregard that. I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out. For now, though, progress is happening. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.